Hello everyone and welcome to this video, Some Frontier video. Now, what we're looking at here is an old friend that we've not had out in over a year. I used it briefly the day I got it, played Wolf on it. I spoke to my, I had a new flatmate move in that day and I spoke to him for the first time while playing Wolf on this thing. But since then I've not really done much with it. Now let me talk you through it for those of you who have not seen the original video. This is a Compaq Armada 1130T. And the T actually, it doesn't stand for my favourite drink. What it does stand for, however, is TFT display. Which means that this is an active matrix. Look. No. Look, Mum! Very little ghosting. Obviously, all TFTs at this point had at least a wee bit of ghosting, but this is definitely an active matrix display. You can definitely tell. Anyway, this also has a Pentium 100 MHz Pentium, and 16 megs of RAM. And as you can see, it's running Windows 95 quite ably. However, since I lost my original Toshiba T2130CS, or CT rather, I've actually been after a machine for DOS gaming to use as a Windows 3.1 machine. And for the moment, I think this is going to be it. And to be honest, with 16 megs of RAM, I would probably say it's better for 3.1. So, the machine has a floppy disk drive and PC card slots, but there's no sound on it at all. It's very quiet. All you really have is the PC beep. Look, absolutely no sound there. Bit of a shame. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to reformat this machine. It's currently running Windows 95B. I'm going to make a disk of drivers for it. And we're going to actually install Windows for Work, MS-DOS 6.22 and Windows for WorkGroups 3.11. So let's do that now. So first off, what I need is MS-DOS Setup Disk 1. Now, for those of you who are possibly wondering what has happened to my Toshiba T2130CS, well, I went to switch it on tonight to continue setting it up, and it broke. The thing broke down, never to boot up again. I've rescued its hard drive, and I did do some troubleshooting, but yeah, the machine is dead, it's broke. I forgot to see what resolution this screen was. I'm gonna have to be really, really wary. Actually, no, I don't. All I have to do is reformat the hard drive. Of course, MS-DOS is gonna take umbrage. Configure hard disk now. No, not quite yet. Because of course there's a setup partition on it, just like there is on the 1590 DT rather. I'm going to have to look for it. Here it is, 1 GB hard drive. There's the system partition, and there is the FAT32 partition. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this partition. Non-DOS partition deleted. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a new primary partition. Excellent. So that is now done. So now, when I boot to MS-DOS once again, I'm going to have to now, because if I don't, I'll show you what happens. If I don't boot to DOS, missing operating system. And there we have it. Gonna have to turn down my speakers. Lovely. Can of iron brew. Nothing quite like a nice cold can of iron brew. When I say ice cold, I don't mean I want it to be frozen. Welcome to Setup. The Setup program prepares MS-DOS 6.22 to run on your computer. To set up MS-DOS now, press Enter. Hard disk drive C is not formatted. Crown of the century. MS-DOS 6.22 cannot use unformatted drives. Do you hear that? It can't use unformatted drives. You can have Setup format the disk drive for you, or you can exit Setup and format the drive yourself to make you feel all like independent and stuff, which is brilliant. To accept the selection, press Enter. To change the selection, press up or down arrow key, then press Enter. Well, I'm going to have Setup format the hard disk drive for me. I just, I just feel that, we might as well let it do it. It asked so nicely. Now, in this sense, I would say that we do want to change a few settings. If you're from America and the time is correct, you could just press Enter. But for me, in the UK, I have a machine that does not know the correct time, nor is it set to the correct locale. So I'm going to use the up arrow to go and select date and time, press Enter. So, the date is month, day, year. So what I want to do is go 04 slash 03 slash 14. And the time is 00 colon 57. Country 11 is the United Kingdom. Keyboard layout is UK. Now I'm ready to set DOS up. These settings are correct, so I'll just press Enter. And I'm going to let it install to C:\DOS. That's a proper thing to do. So this will actually continue now until, well, until it's time to change over the disk. It'll beep and ask me for the next disk. Now DOS setup has finished. So now, let's install some supplemental tools. So, the The supplemental disk provides a couple of extra tools, which are pretty cool, but stuff that was removed from MS-DOS. MS-DOS is called install. So we need to tell it that we want to set it up. So type setup, and then where are we going to put it? // DOS. Installs MS-DOS supplemental utilities including Access DOS, assists persons with disabilities in using MS-DOS 6.22, it wishes. Keyboard utilities including ISO fonts and Dvorak keyboard layouts. A program for creating a bootable compressed floppy disk. Utilities from MS-DOS 5.0 that were not included with MS-DOS 6.22. Updated network files for MS-DOS 6.22 and the MS-DOS shell. Which components do you want to install? Let's install all of them. Enter the display type by pressing the appropriate function key. MS-DOS can use the following display types. F1, monochrome. F2, CGA. Please wait while I sick up something that I didn't eat. F3, EGA. F4, EGA monochrome. F5, VGA. F6, VGA monochrome. F7, Hercules. Yay, Hercules! F8, MCGA. F9, 8514. F10, quit. What kind of a display type is that? Oh yes, I have a quit display with a quit video card. And I can run games that support the quit display, which is absolutely nothing at all. Let's press F5. Do you know, one of these days, I mean, I'm so used to pressing F5 that one of these days I will habitually do it when I'm installing to a system that doesn't have a VGA video card, and then I'll be sorry. There's already a file named iso.cpi, CPI, and C:\DOS. Do you wish to overwrite it? Yes. CPI. Hi folks, welcome to this Blue Planet 64 video. Here I have a Dell Latitude CPI D266XT. It runs Windows 95 really really well and handles DOS games pretty good as well. Never mind, I did that in Songify. It seems to have become a meme. This is what copying files looks like. I hope you're interested in file copying. The MS-DOS 6.22 supplemental utilities have been successfully installed. Note, if you install the additional utilities from MS-DOS 5.0, you must restart your computer before you can run them. Oh, okay. So, I guess it's time now to install Cardsoft and hope that it actually supports the PC card slots in this system. Deet. Thanks. Installation utility. Any other key to continue? I want to install it without flash support. Cardsoft. Yep. Damn it! It's not supported on this platform. Let's try the German one from last night. Well, when I say the German one, what I mean is I downloaded the PC card sockets drivers for the Toshiba T2130CS, and well, naturally enough, as you would come to expect from an English download site, the drivers were in how do I put this? German. So yeah, I just kind of have to kind of guess how this works. Now, hopefully, these will actually work on this system. If not, I'm going to end up with a really cryptic error. Something like, "Das PC card is nicht für Fingerpoken." Oh, and a wee tip: if you have a desk with if you have a desk with software that's both for MS-DOS and for Windows, chances are to install it in MS-DOS you'll run a file called install, but to set it up into Windows you'll run a file called setup. So I'm just gonna go with the express install and just let the system Änderungen automatisch ausführen. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. So yeah, I think the system would probably benefit from some automatic Ausführen, because I think it would do it really good. The only bit of German I know is that once this program is done, it will enable me to ausfart back to DOS. And I think from here on in, as soon as I've installed Cardware Word Engrove Insta. Do you know what? I don't understand a word. Just ausfart and let me restart, would you? So here we go. Now I have restarted Das Computer in. I'm really scared because if this doesn't work, I won't actually understand a word it's saying. Okay. Let's fire up the DOS shell and see how many drives I have. All of them, obviously. Actually, before I do anything, let's see if it even works. Now, here's my external CD-ROM drive. I lost my other one. So let's see now. It's difficult to do these things one-handed. So, if this gets power, either now or after I restart, it means the PC cards have been initialized. PC card slots. If not, well, oh, goodness, this is going well. Yeah. The most thoughtful place to put PC card slots on the computer. You can't put the cable anywhere. Look, that's just the most ridiculous thing in the world to do, to put them right there. It's like putting USB ports at the bottom of the computer. You just don't do it. Are you listening, Asus? Are you listening, Novatech? Are you listening just about... well... I hope this works. Yes, the automatic Ausführen has done the computer some good. I'm really glad. I'm really glad I was able to use the automatic Ausführen. Because it means I'll be able to actually... I wonder if I can access the... I wonder if any of these will correspond to the CD-ROM drive, or whether I have to install the drivers manually. Nope. As suspected, what I will need to do is go to the MS-DOS editor. File to edit, C:/\. Right, let's have a look. I don't need PC disk, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to restart the computer and see what's happened. Oh well, we have the correct number of drives. The CD-ROM drive isn't there at the moment, like I said, because we have to actually go ahead and install the drivers. Which means we have to insert a floppy disk, which is on the left side of the laptop. Oh, now I'm shouting at the computer. Install! And this is thankfully in my native language. I can actually read this. See, I did French at school, not German. Let's drop this disk in. We have some drivers, we have some software, we have some genuinely cool stuff. Okay. Maybe I'm going to have a couple of problems. So I've done something that that's going to make the computer beep at me, but on the other hand, I've actually got the CD-ROM drive working. I had to disable another line in the PC card software program. Right, what I'm going to do, I've copied Windows 3.1 to a CD to make it easier to install, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy it to the hard drive. This time to a folder called c:\WinDrvs. And the reason I'm doing this is because it will make things a lot easier to copy, actually. You know, it does make things a wee bit easier to copy. You know, to install, because some programs do like you to have your Windows 3.1 disks handy. You know, and this saves you having to do disk switching or what have you. So, for example, if I wanted to install a network card in this at some point, I would have made things easier to do. Alright, so now we're ready to actually install Windows 3.1. So we're just going to type setup. Express setup, recommended. Just going to go for custom setup, because again, I need to change my keyboard layout. And it's actually detected the mouse as a Logitech, which this is a Logitech trackball, but I am going to install the Microsoft mouse drivers. I do actually prefer them. And now we're into the text portion of setup. I always like to move the mouse pointer around while network card detection is taking place, just to ensure just to see if the computer's going to lock up or not. Now I'm going to type my full name, and while I'm doing that, the realization is going to sink in that this is an 800 by 600 display. You can tell the display is, well, there's a bit of a... There's a bit of pixelation as it panel stretches, and if you go Command and T, it turns into a wee box. So this is actually an SVGA display. Quite a small display though. I thought it would have been VGA. But all I'm going to say is this. I'm glad. I'm so glad that it's an active matrix. Okay, I'm just going to hit continue here. Let it make all the modifications. And then I'll let it restart the computer. And then what what I will do once it's restarted is I'll install the VGA drivers. I feel it of the utmost importance. Oh, be quiet. And now we're in Windows. But like I say, I do need to install the display driver. So I'll go now. And I will go to CA 1130 CT. Why did I call it a CT? Why did I do that? I'm going to go to display and see if there's a setup program. And then I'm going to realise with horror that I don't actually see one. So it looks like oh, no, there's an install program. I'm going to have to do this from under DOS. Actually, I know what I will do. I'll drop down to DOS anyway. And then CD CA 1130 CT, and I don't know why I called it that. hang on, CD display, so there's the install program. Oh, I actually do run it from within Windows. Silly me. So back to Windows I go. So it seems the memory is full. Anyway, we're going to now install the display driver and hopefully make this thing look a wee bit better. So I want to go to that, and then display, and then install. Notice, before new display drivers can be installed, the Windows environment must be running with one of Windows' original display drivers, such as VGA. If this is not true, exit now and use Windows Setup to change to one of these drivers. I'm going to click continue because Windows is running in VGA mode. So now the display drivers are installing, and hopefully they work. I got these from HP's website. It is a Cirrus Logic video card that's in here. And what I like about these particular display drivers is that they provide an easy way to actually change display modes without having to go into Windows Setup and select a new driver. Although you can do that. So I can select the monitor type. It's a Compaq SVGA. Actually, it's what have I just done? I've probably set it to 256 colours, which is nice, but I need it set to 800 by 600. Yes, I have set it to 256 colours. And look, there's a Win Mode program from Packard Bell installations of Windows 3.1. So I'll set it to 65,036 colours. And it will only let me do that up to 800 by 600, which is fine because that's what the display runs at. So if I click OK, and there you have it. Full colours. And now, if you don't mind, I need a large pointer. Mouse pointer. Oh well. I'm going to use Microsoft IntelliPoint. Like I said before, it is a Logitech mouse, but it will work with Microsoft IntelliPoint. So I just want to register it to me. And there you have it. Have you heard the sound of that? Come on! Now it's going to boot up into Windows. Once again. See, and now you've got this kind of screen here as well. The only thing this machine is missing is sound. But I'm guessing this was one of Compaq's cheaper machines, even though it had an active matrix display. Some of you might remember I did once have a Canon machine. That was a DX4100 that had sound, but a passive matrix display! So look, now I have a larger mouse pointer, which is much, much better. So what I will do is I will go ahead and install some applications, and I'll get back to you once I've done that. Right, so this machine doesn't have any audio capability, But we're going to give it some. And no, I'm not going to whip out a Compaq speech thingy or a Disney sound source. No, I'm just going to install a driver. See, despite this machine not having any sound per se, it does have a speaker installed, like most systems of the time did. What I'm talking about, of course, is a PC speaker. Now, with the right drivers, the right software, the right coding, that sort of thing, this speaker can actually be coaxed into making more advanced sounds rather than simple square beeps. Watch this. So I've gone into the driver's control panel here, and I'm actually going to add a driver. I've got a floppy disk in the drive with the PC speaker driver, so I'm going to tell it to install an unlisted or updated driver. Not a problem. And I'm going to tell it to install from A drive. There we go. Sound driver for PC speaker. Perfect. That's how. Adjust the speed and volume until the speaker output sounds correct when you press test. That sounds not bad. So you can actually change the speed. This is why some systems with a PC speaker driver actually doesn't sound proper. Enable interrupts during playback. That sounds fine. And then watch what happens. How cool is that? So there we have it. We have sound. Unfortunately though, it doesn't do MIDI. Although Brandon Bishop did find a way. I can't exactly remember how he did it though. But it sounded awful. So, basically what I'm saying is, if we try doing a canyon test, I'll show you what happens. I just don't even have the option to play it. Let's have a look. This device cannot play. So it doesn't do MIDI. It will only do sound. So I can't even count on it to play an audio CD. But then again, this is the PC speaker. Normally you expect of it to go or sometimes or sometimes but there you have it. So I'll be right back. Alright, so a day later I finally get everything installed. First off we'll have a look at what we've got going on in DOS, and then we'll have a look at what we've got going on in Windows. So, I installed WordPerfect. Big whoop. Want to fight about it? But there's no oh yeah, there it is. So there, I've can type stuff. And I can press F7. Do I want to save the document? No. Exit? Yes. I do know a couple of WordPerfect commands. Yeah. MS-DOS. PC speaker driver. It sounds absolutely amazing. Not. So we have Microsoft Office 4.2. You can remember at the start of the video I had Office for Windows 95. But now I've got the version of Office that goes to Windows 3.1. Oh look, I've written a document. Let's read a story, shall we? The Ugly Barnacle. Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. And please welcome Billy Corr and Luke Miller.
Hey, Internet.
Hey, Internet.
I have allergies today.
Oh, well done, Billy.
It's a nice day for water skiing.
It is, isn't it? It's a beautiful day for water skiing. I can water ski across the parking lot. eDesk 97. Look at this. Look at this. A free mobile phone offer. And you get with the UK Cellnet. And I think this is if you buy this eDesk software, you can get a free carry case, free rapid charger, free in-car charger, free warranty, free desktop stand, free £20 accessory voucher, free quote-unquote personal hands-free kit, free nationwide 48-hour delivery, free spare battery with GA628, 3 connection, a free package worth over £200. And what phone are you getting? An Ericsson GA628. And yeah, it does actually look like that. It does look pixelated in real life. Look it up. A free phone. For your free phone, please mention the reference code eDesk21348 and call the Communications Warehouse on 0870 730 7332. Hey guys, you reckon that offer would still stand? I wonder if that number's still valid. I should ring up and ask for my free Sony...
I don't know, Jay.
Did I call it a Sony Ericsson GA628? Oh my goodness, if I did. Ugh. That's not what it's called. It's an Ericsson GA628. See, once upon a time, kids, there was a company called Ericsson. They were like Sony Ericsson, but good. See, unfortunately, Sony then partnered with Ericsson to make some piles of garbage. I had a couple. They did make some good handsets. I had the K800. The K850 was very troublesome, but I had the limited edition, which was broken. No, seriously. I mean, the thing came to me with absolutely no faults on it at all. The rest of them were broken. I mean, properly broken. Faulty. My friend and I called mine broken because, you know, it didn't actually work like every other K850 did. See, mine actually worked. Yeah, now that I've confused everyone, let me show you some games that I pulled off the Toshiba. I've literally just copied the files over from the directory because you could do that back in the day. I backed up the hard disk. Click the mouse button to continue. Oh look, there's an archer. He kind of looks like an Orson. He looks, yep, about as good with archery on the computer as I am in real life. He kind of looks like Orson Pegg, but a human version. If that's possible. I don't know. I'm going to fire the arrow now. Oh, that's nice. I only got 3 balloons. Oh, you press the right mouse button to reload it. No! Oh, I took out 1 balloon. Took out 3 more. I'll take out the ones right at the end. Yep, I did. This is horrible. Oh well. Quite an addictive game, actually. Damn. Now, for those of you who've seen the Toshiba video, you'll remember that was a business machine. You know, that was actually, when I say a business machine, I actually mean it was actually previously owned by a business and configured by a business. And yet they had the most addictive game on it. Why? This was probably back before, such a thing as administrator imposed restrictions were invented. You know, back when computers could be fun. Oh yeah, I've done it. Nice shooting. The only way to become a great archer is to practice. After all, practice makes perfect. Now it gets a bit tougher. Only shoot the red balloons. Help!
Help. Help.
There's yellow balloons. I can't shoot the Randy Karsten balloons.
I'm Randy Cartman.
Here, I added you.
There, Randy gets shot down already.
Don't jinx it. Oh, that nearly... Oh, yellow balloons. I can't shoot the yellow balloons. I can only shoot the 9 and 9 slash Luftballon. Damn it, I've shot down a Randy balloon. Yeah, I can only shoot down der Luftballons.
Ich möchte meine Luftballon.
No, we've already done that once in this video. I've already made fun of the Germanic language, the German language, because yeah, I can't remember. I was supposed to ausführen something. This is what memory can do, or lack thereof. Yes, I've done it. I only shot down one yellow balloon. Having had enough target practice for one day, you take a walk. In a small glade, you spy a number of butterflies, imprisoned by bubbles. Taking pity on the little creatures, you decide to free them. Who thought up this stuff? What if I shoot them? I don't want to shoot the butterfly. Hey, why did the butterfly flutter by? Why did the butterfly flutter by?
I don't know, Jay.
Why did the butterfly flutter by? I'll tell you. Because he saw the dragonfly drink the flagon dry.
Oh, okay.
That was actually a nursery rhyme we had on a cassette tape. It's had quite a nice wee tune as well. It was a tape that had the song Going to the Zoo. We actually called it the Going to the Zoo album. Unable to... What? Oh, okay. What is an archer without his arrows? He doesn't continue in this game. The end. What? What kind of an ending is that? What kind of an archer is an archer without arrows? He doesn't continue in this game. And now to demonstrate another program I've got installed on this computer. PaintShop Pro. Because I'm going to screenshot that, save it to floppy disk and upload it to Facebook for everyone to laugh at. What a stupid thing to say.
You're right.
Okay. There we go. So that is the Compaq Armada 1130T, having been successfully converted from Windows 95 to MS-DOS and Windows 3.1. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you like what we do, please also feel free to like us on Facebook. The URLs for both the channel and Facebook will follow. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll all join me for my next video.